I think you may have opened the stream there, DC. I don't know.
Wait.
All I heard was Jumanji.
Oh, I said Hanji.
What?
I said Hanji.
Hanji, he said.
Like
Trying to catch you.
Like yes, Hanji.
Yes.
You know that word?
Yeah. Nahi, I don't.
Oh. Wow. I heard Jumanji at first.
I know
Okay.
Hanji, I know Nahi, and I know Murg.
Murg is like chicken.
Yeah. What do you think they're going to teach a black person first? Yes, no, and chicken.
Well, good start.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Tales.
Hey, welcome to Tales from the Loop.
I love it.
Whoa, woof. All right.
We are on episode 8 today, which is exciting. A whole 8 episodes of Tales from the Loopiness. Before we get started, we're going to do some quick intros. Josh, why don't we have you take it away?
Oh, there he goes. He took it away.
He certainly did take it away.
That was new levels of dad joke.
Did he just leave forever?
I think so.
Is this a bit or was he leaving at the same time? Oh, okay.
Hey,
Oh my God.
I like how it's perfectly lined up with your face.
my
Not
name's
even
Josh.
close.
I play Malone. He's a 15-year-old who fancies himself a protector of Galt, but also is trying to figure out how to make friends. I also run a site called Intelligame. It's a game culture criticism site where we find intersections between games and the real world. And yeah.
Nice.
me.
Dungeon Commander, who are you? What do you
Oh,
do?
me?
Yeah. I'm going out of order today.
Me, I'm a...
Oh my God, are we all getting costumes? Shit. I wasn't prepared for this.
Oh, you can't leave.
I'm DC. Dungeon Commander. On the internet. Your Totoro NB Dreamboat. I am a game designer and a part-time streamer on Twitch.tv.
Our prank failed because Austin just got up and left.
When she gets back.
She's still going.
I couldn't find my Kikarimi. It's somewhere. Hang on.
Oh, we got her so good.
Yeah, this was 100% planned.
Oh, that was fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we were gonna each put ours on during our intro.
Caught on too quick.
She
Well,
caught
I
on.
swear it's somewhere in here, okay?
She caught on so quickly.
It's like I will dig through this laundry.
I've got, you know what? Got a lot of great things in here. Welcome to my unboxing. Panda, it's not in here. I have a red panda one. I do have this though. So,
Oh, chicken.
Ooh.
hello, I'm Soup.
What-
Oh my God. Where did you get that?
The internet.
Oh my gosh.
One of my subscribers bought this for me from my Amazon wish list. I'm not putting it on because it is a very heavy material that does not breathe because I think it's 90% plastic.
It's made of ramen.
Yeah, it is made of ramen, which is just plastic noodles.
In the washing machine.
You're supposed to boil this first. It's very crunchy. Hi, I can be an animal though. We can get there. I'm Awesome Marie. I'm a creative and variety streamer. I have a comic called Soul on Hold. It's on Webtoons. I just got new nails today. That's my thing. And I can't find my Kikarimi to save my goddamn life.
Did you ever get the finishers?
It's not your fault. Well, it's kind of.
I have one. I was not prepared.
I don't know why we
Should've-
decided to
should've
single you
anticipated.
out, but we were
Yeah.
like,
It's because we were.
We
It-
all just got Kigurimi's like next to your desks. Like, what kind of serial killer shit?
No, this was totally pre-planned.
a couple weeks ago when you had to like bounce for whatever it was, and we were still on the line, and I was like, we should all whatever, and I was like, you know what would be really funny if we don't tell Austin. I'm sorry.
When I bought my
Awesome.
Kigurimi, the only thing I could think of is, man, I hope there is literally any reason for me to wear this.
And now we've
Little
deprived
I
you.
know.
Oh,
I'll be betrayed. It's fine. It's cool.
Great. Why?
I wasn't bullied and singled out. All right. Well,
we'll just have Josh do the recap, and while he's doing that,
Yep.
you can run around frantically.
oh man, I
looking
need
for-
to
That's
find
a
it. Okay,
good-
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come back. Y'all are gonna have it taken off, aren't you? You're gonna be like, "What are you doing? What a weirdo!"
I
Now
was
that you
actually
said that.
debating that.
Right.
Oh, I would not mind. Because
I think we need at least one moment
Yeah.
of the squad
Yeah.
squatted.
Please.
These things are ridiculously hot.
Nay.
This is apparently just a snuggie. Like it's a Batman snuggie. So it's actually like
Oh.
Whoa!
Oh my
okay.
god.
wow.
You're so ripped.
I'm kind of cut.
Underneath that blanket. What up?
I actually had a Gargoyles costume from the cartoon show when I was like 10. It came with some. It came with some like plastic abs.
Really? That is fantastic.
Look at that.
It's way too warm to wear right now, so I've got it. Like
Yeah,
a,
it is.
like a little tail around me.
Mhm, me too.
Little
I'm not
Tails
wearing
from
the
the
whole
loops
thing.
around me.
I'm wearing it like it's a cape.
Yeah, same. It's a good
Uh-oh.
look.
I can't believe you
appreciate-
had the gumption to put on the whole thing, DC.
I mean,
You gotta,
Shit.
you gotta cape it.
Gotta commit.
When DC does something, they do it right. I've watched them make breakfast. I'm like, we don't need
Yo,
but we did need
Oh.
that.
DC's breakfast game on
I'm
point.
so sad I missed
Start
it.
with the entree of 17,000 donuts. So we're gonna have some donuts to hold you off from the breakfast that we're gonna have,
Oh my gosh,
just to tide you over.
that was real dope. You saw? Did you take like pictures that stick around of the breakfast for on Instagram, Austin?
I mean, I have a lot in my archives of us just tormenting you,
oh, that's what's real important.
That was
just us deeply complimenting Josh and him getting very embarrassed.
right. Not a big deal. Just just
See?
anxiety. It was fine.
It's amazing. I
Next
could just
time,
see you blushing.
You know
through
to
that.
bring your Batman snuggie so you can do what you're doing now.
Right. It's like I can hide myself from. The
He did hide under a blanket for like half an hour.
I believe that was true.
Yep.
Yep.
I like that when we all have our heads down, we all look like.
This is the squad.
Also, 4 has a horse one.
Yeah, that's perfect.
It's my job. Of course, I have a horse one. Here's the little mane.
Oh my gosh. Hashtag 4 on brand.
Oh, every once in a while I drop horse facts and people
I'm
are
a
like,
horse
how do you know that? And I'm like, don't ask questions.
I had to go to work at Halloween, and I did wear this.
Oh my God, I
Did
love
you?
it.
Yeah,
I
it
know
was
where it's
thankfully
like
6 a.m. So I wasn't. I was actually properly dressed for like
How
40
cold
degree
it was?
weather.
Yeah.
Well, you do need a possum one. That's your backup for summer.
I can't find one.
I will find one for you. One of those furries will have to make one, okay?
Yes,
And it'll have really cute eyes because they make like really good looking Kigurimis.
I'll be the. Well, I can't use I'll be the gayer connotation because Sonic Fox is already like the gayest.
I found one.
Oh my gosh, really? Is it available?
I'm linking it into our
Okay.
personal chat right now. Hi, welcome to shopping on Etsy.
Dang.
And it is a furry. It is
Okay.
a furry shop. They made it.
Okay, good. Because the last time I looked for one, they didn't have any more.
This one's a very stylized. They have a raccoon as well.
Oh, I love the big eyes and the tail.
They're very cute.
Oh my god. Oh, it's sold out.
But maybe you can hit them up, you know?
I will hit them up. I'm gonna favorite that shit.
Turns out I need this to live. Please provide.
Hey, hi. I just discovered this, but I need it forever. Wait, I found more. I'm finding more.
But
Damn.
wait, there's more.
Don't worry. Well, Josh, did you already do the recap?
No.
No, I didn't even think we finished intros.
I'm
Yeah.
for.
Oh yeah.
I love possums and Tom Nook, and I'm a horse groom. That's it. I'm playing Peggy. She's 11, and she's gonna make a nuclear bomb
In class.
in class.
DC, do you want to do yours again since I feel like you cut off halfway through?
I'm Dungeon Commander. I stream here on twitch.tv at twitch.tv/Dungeon Commander on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And then other days of the week, almost all of them, I am on someone's channel doing a thing. And I also design games. A game called Mutants in the Night, which I'm going to have a new version of it coming out next month. Heck yeah.
Nice.
Find me on Twitter.
All right, Josh. No pressure, but tons of pressure.
This is a luck point, yo. You need
Right.
this.
I was gonna say, well, I guess I didn't super need that luck point last time.
Oh, okay.
Really? Oh,
I don't think. No,
That's- you don't
my
need
rolls
it
were
anymore.
decent last session. This is the only session in which my rolls were decent. Last time on Tales from the Loop. Like,
Do it. Do it.
I don't know. If this was the face of your GM, it would be kind of creepy.
I feel like that would have to be a much more upbeat recap, though. Like,
Give me a tinker check.
so,
Give it to me. If you roll less than 2 successes, you'll all die.
Oh no!
This just feels like an anime now.
all right, so let's see. Last time on Tales from the Loop, it was time for the costume contest, called Costume Contest. The children had organized their costumes, and wait, sorry. Last episode was the carnival, right?
Mhm.
Yes.
Yes, it was so good. It was so good. Okay.
Okay.
So, yeah. Last episode, as the gang gets ready to, the gang goes to the carnival. Before they enter to the costume contest, they decide that they're going to spend time playing carnival games, which gives them a chance to get to know each other, and for Melissa to show her utterly superior strength to every other member of the party. They win a number of items, including a radio flyer red wagon, which is the best of the red wagons. From there, they continue to the costume contest, where Melissa enters as Van Helsing and Peggy enters as the vampire Dracula. Both of them have had their makeup done by Peggy's girlfriend, Peggy's mother's.
Whoa.
It wasn't that good of a carnival. Come on.
Right. It was not that exciting. Not that exciting. Who ends up becoming a bit of a staple and emotional support for the party over the course. There seems to be some
After I
bonding
ruined
between
every date she's ever had with my mom. So
Peggy, ruiner of dates.
Peggy, the ruiner of dates.
Peggy,
What's
the
that, a
ultimate
good time?
cockblock.
From there, the costume competition continues, and we cannot forget Clark's special date.
Oh.
we have to talk about this. Yes.
Wait, what is her name?
We found out her name. That's
Yeah, we
right.
found out her
Mandy?
name.
I just
No.
like how Austin only refers to her as Madeline or whatever.
Yeah.
Madeline. That's
Madeline.
Baddie.
Maddie. That's what
Maddie.
it
Baddie the baddie.
Yes.
is. Maddie the Patty.
Clark and Maddie spend some
Madeline.
time together playing bags or cornhole, depending on your geographic vernacular.
Whoa.
And they both are terrible at the game. But Clark reveals to Maddie the plans that they have to try and win the tickets for the show that's taking place afterwards, the gala that they must win the tickets for to be able to get their junkyard hideout back. She gives an idea for them to be able to distract one of the people on the costume competition committee in order for both Dracula and Van Helsing to come on stage at the same time.
Very
Sure enough,
vital.
the plan goes off without a hitch. The crowd roars as Van Helsing and Dracula do battle in very cute manners, and everybody has a good time, and the gang wins the competition and gets the tickets, along with a lighter that they win as Malone attempts to try and get additional information from one of the people who runs the costume competition, finding out more information about the name of a company that is associated with the Mastersons, who owns the giant mansion that the gala is at, feeling that there may be some sort of connection between the Mastersons and the mysterious zombies that are coming from the power plant. The group decides that they must find their own way into the gala as well. And hence begins this episode of Tales from the Loop.
That was pretty
Is
great.
that old like 70s?
That was pretty great. Not gonna lie.
Okay.
Yeah, that was perfect. That was.
I think
it.
that
That was potent.
I was surprised. I actually remembered.
Yeah.
Yo, I forgot we got that radio wagon.
Yo, that little red wagon.
Little red
You
wagon.
also
Whatever it's called, radio wagon. What is it called?
Each get.
It's a radio flyer.
Radio flyer.
You also each get. What is it? 80
Ooh, that
80
experience.
experience
Did we get
points?
experience last
Wow.
episode?
Mhm.
We
Yeah.
did.
You did.
Shoot.
How
Sorry.
many? Was it
Trying to
3
double
or
dip. Yeah, 3.
8? 8?
No,
Is that what you said?
I think it was 12?
3.
Was it 12?
Whoa.
Wow.
hold
You know what? It was
10?
none. It was
Whoa.
none. You know what? I changed my mind. You didn't get
It was
it.
not.
I didn't say anything. Can I still have experience?
Sure. Sure.
Look, I just want to be stronger.
Yeah, well.
Any experience.
I'm gonna exchange a point as well for that because it's 5, right? So
Yeah, I'm one away from getting to do that. So
what can I? Oh, I can up my force limit is 5, right?
Yes.
I think so.
Just gonna min max
Melissa
real
is a
hard
drunk.
on Melissa.
Yeah, I think it is 5. That sounds right to me.
Okay, so Melissa's force is now at 5, and her body is now at 5.
Jesus.
She's a fucking ripped 10-year-old, y'all.
It's
Sorry,
the
I'm
part where
doing
she's
math
where
stuff.
she's doing the pull-ups and looking Clark dead in the eye.
That was pretty
Zaddy,
funny.
do this like
As Van Helsing as well. She's got
I
a
know
beard.
with the
with the
stubble.
stubble.
Yeah.
I put one into charm because
Oh, thank God.
that's
I don't
necessary.
think any of you had charm other than Peggy, right?
I
I
had one charm.
I had 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got my first one charm.
Awesome. All right. Trying to remember what y'all said you wanted to do today. What
Go
did
to
y'all
school?
want to do today?
Well, I mean, like it's the weekend though, right? So
Yeah.
we gotta get
True.
the tickets to Keith.
Mhm.
The
Get
ticket,
get our junkyard back.
and then figure out how we're gonna get everybody into the gala.
Because I think you
Because
said
we got
last
2
time
of
you were
them who
going
can
to
get in.
Yeah, I remember you saying last time you wanted to sneak in to the gala.
Yeah, I think we all were like, we're gonna sneak in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because so we've got 3 tickets and the lighter and the handwritten note that probably won't do a whole lot, but who knows? And then yeah, we've got to figure out how we're gonna get the rest of the crew in.
Okay. So, what is it? I think it was Saturday, and now it's Sunday. So
Yep.
Festival over.
festival's over. You wake up the next morning. Do any of you have any conditions?
I think I do.
Mm-mm.
Still
were-
have.
He's angry, right?
Yeah, I think I had angry,
Do any of you
especially. Mhm.
want to visit your anchors to cure your?
Yes, I would like to scare Dr. Ronald Patterson with my Dracula costume.
Okay.
Cute.
Do you do that before you go to bed for the night?
Probably, yeah. I'll like lurk outside his window
Mm-hmm.
and be like,
Maybe while you're. Oh God.
Oh.
We'll say you do that when you're dropping off puddles, since that's kind of where puddles.
that's a good plan.
Yeah. So you drop by there, drop off puddles, scare the ever living daylights out of Dr. Patterson, probably almost kill him. Who knows?
I love it. Just who knows?
Who knows? And
Ooh.
I'm gonna need you to role play that out, Bronze. Like what would that sound like?
That's the sound the poor man makes.
There's a ringtone.
Wrong
Old man gasp. And then he says to you like, "Oh, Peggy," and like kind of like, shakes his head at you and comes out with little goodie bags he's prepped for the kids in the neighborhood
Mm-hmm.
and gives each of you one. And then you go home. I feel like all of you probably felt pretty good after last night.
Hell
It
yeah.
was a good day.
So good.
I was stunned.
Yeah. Now you wake up the next morning feeling hopeful.
Can I heal my exhausted?
Yeah, for sure.
Sweet.
It was like such a relaxing episode. I feel like that's
Agreed.
Yeah. I felt like my personal exhaustion was healed after that.
Yeah.
Good.
Our slow burn fanfic had that fluff piece finally that we all were like, oh, thank God. A break from the drama and the slash fiction.
Mhm.
A
Okay.
name at last.
So now you
Maddie.
gather together the next morning, and do you bring your radio flyer?
Yeah. I feel
Absolutely. Legally, yes.
yeah.
It's in the contract.
you know how
15-year-old carrying around a red wagon in the middle of like
Don't worry, it's for a 10 and 11-year-old. It's fine.
And do you decide to go to the graveyard, to the junkyard first, or do you want to do anything first?
Did we have photos that we needed to get done?
I think they
Yes.
they're at the
1 hour
place
photos?
who develops
Mhm.
photos. Yeah.
It's true.
I can skate on over and give me them.
Yeah, for sure.
Clark gonna pick up Melissa on the way after the photos.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you managed to get a couple photos. The camera isn't super high quality, and unfortunately, Peggy didn't roll the greatest on her investigation rolls from the tree, so a lot of them are blurry and out of focus. All you managed to get photos of is the power company, like kind of standing around outside these sites, but you didn't manage to get any real photos of the zombies in action because there
Okay.
also weren't. I think you guys stopped taking photos after the zombies
Yeah.
popped up.
He did.
When it seemed like our lives were in mortal danger.
But you do have plenty of photos. I mean, you could maybe use a couple of them to try to identify who some of those workers were. The difficulty check on them is going to be a little bit higher because Peggy rolled so poorly on that like pivotal roll. But you can't attempt to do that
Just
because
keep talking about that.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Just
Only you
Peggy
can point a fucking
dropped the
camera.
ball. Yeah.
Peggy really sucks at photography. It's almost like she's 11 or something.
And was hanging out of a tree in a
Yeah.
graveyard with
Yeah.
zombies around.
So
God, Peggy, get it together. We're like dance moms here. We want the best.
Yep.
Scrub.
That's all you're gonna see from now on.
You being
Sad
adorable? Cool.
Yeah.
So you
This
do
is
grab
very
the
cute.
photos. Did you want to grab anything else? Grab anyone else? Did you want to collect Jeremy before you go?
Yeah, we'll go get Jeremy. Make sure that we get goldfishes from Jeremy too.
Mhm.
I was about to suggest goldfish.
Wait, what is Peggy like?
I thought Peggy liked Gushers.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
right. She could
Okay.
eat a whole pack of gushers.
Yeah, she's
Gushers.
a Gushers fiend.
Gushers and you know what? I don't know what Malone likes, but I'm just gonna grab a Snickers.
I'm hungry. Why wait?
For some reason, and don't ask me why, I thought Josh was turned around in his chair. And then he talked, and I was like, "Oh yeah, it's a mask."
Oh my god!
I thought he was like facing like that.
Great stand-in. That's correct.
Oh my god.
It's fine.
Cardboard cut out of him.
We're just gonna see how long I can make this work.
Yeah, I'll grab
The eye holes really kill me. That's
Yeah.
The little tiny like eye holes.
Beady.
Yeah, this is how I fight crime.
Half blind.
In a very convenient blanket, yes, with no peripheral vision.
Perfect.
Okay, so you grab a Snickers from Malone, and then you all congregate together outside of Jeremy's convenience store.
Congregations.
He finishes.
It is Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
How did we get you out of church? Or is it Sunday afternoon?
Melissa doesn't go to
Go to
Yeah,
church.
she shouldn't go to.
Don't you know the kind of
Yeah, that's true.
soup she's cooking?
That's she the kind of soup she's growing.
My broccoli cheese well.
Mhm, mhm.
We were talking about dumb stuff before the podcast, but subscribe to Roll20 to get access. We don't give that out. I'm
We don't
sorry.
actually do that.
But subscribe anyway.
Roll 20 after roll 20 before dawn. Like nobody's
Before
doing
dawn.
that. Nobody's doing
Learn the mystery of the broccoli cheddar soup well.
Inside joke. The broccoli cheddar inside joke.
that.
It's exclusive.
Right.
Jeremy like only has like a mini shift in the morning. He mostly just like comes in to clean everything and make sure restock the shelves. So he's actually wrapping up by the time that you come by. He gets you the snacks you need, and then you all stand outside of his store, kind of sitting on your vehicles. Melissa now has at least the radio flyer to hang out in.
Yes.
Yeah.
So excited for her.
And he looks around at all of you and just kind of is like, so are we finally going to be done with this after all this?
If Keith keeps his word. Yeah.
There's no reason for him not to, right?
Yeah, I, in a weird way, sort of trust him a little now.
You might be a little biased there.
I definitely am biased, yes.
Yeah.
Well, at least you're aware of it. Jeremy shakes his
Pro-
head.
I'm guessing this is not a conversation we should have by the time we actually get to the junkyard.
We are not mentioning Maddie at all. I don't know of Maddie. With who? Nope. Not me.
Yeah.
He'll
Okay.
kill me right
Just-
then and there with
yeah.
a gun. So
Yeah, just so long as we've got that clear.
What if
everybody.
she tells him?
And Malone looks a little bit at Melissa. And
I
it's like,
can't with your fucking mask right now.
Batman says don't tell.
we're not talking about this. Okay, I can. Okay, let's.
Robin, you must put away your feeble crutches.
You still got the arms and the chest and
I do.
everything.
I'm still here.
Oh my god, Josh was Batman this whole time.
You're the hero of Gotham, the Dark Knight.
I'm the hero called
One second.
deserves.
I gotta check on my my stray kitty. One sec.
Ah,
Oh yeah.
yes.
For anyone who doesn't know, Four just adopted a cat off the street today. He just found a cat.
It's probably fighting to the death with his domestic cats right now.
Yeah.
Right.
But he did take it to go see if it was microchipped, and it is not.
Tisn't.
So if you live in Forest area and you like animals, apply
Also-
within. Apply for that by subscribing to Roll20. Please, we get 100 subscribers in the next 10 minutes. We're giving away a free cheesecake. Y'all heard it here first.
For a second, this reminded me of the end of episodes of Price is Right when Bob Barker was around, and he'd be like, "Yeah, Price is Right, great game, and by the way, have your pet spayed or neutered."
That's Drew Carey still says that. I just
Does he
saw it
do
today
that?
while I was getting my nails done.
Oh, nice. I actually heard Drew Carey say the price is wrong, bitch.
Whoa. Also, Drew Carey is on that show, but do you know who is the director of that show?
Who?
Adam Sandler.
What?
Adam Sandler is listed as the director, and I saw that today and I went, wait a
I'm
minute.
Gonna have to Google that.
It said Adam Sandler, the director of the show, and I was like, what the hell does that mean?
How the mighty have grown?
Adam Sandler, not to be confused with the actor, is the producer and director.
Okay, that's what I was like. Is there another man named Adam Sandler? You can't just have that name still and be like, oh, it's just Adam Sandler.
Yo, since it's the 1990s again, that's a holy name.
Right?
You would think somebody would, he'd be like, I'm Adam G. Sandler or something.
Or
like
some,
that.
yeah, add something to it, but they're like, nah, I like being mistaken for him.
Oh.
That's
I
just
don't know
his
if
one
we
thing he's
should-
clinging to.
Wait for form.
Uh,
Oh,
The
there we go.
back.
Road.
Oh boy.
Melissa, here's a rock. This one's called Geodude. It's a
Oh.
Pokemon.
It's a Pokemon.
it's just a rock, though.
Yeah, that's the Pokemon. It's a rock.
They have rock Pokemon?
Yeah,
It's an entire type of Pokemon.
some of them are just rocks.
Rock
Takes
Swift.
it. She just takes it and holds it and stares at it. Sitting in the wagon.
Is the wagon large enough to hold Peggy and
Mhm. Oh yeah, they're
Okay,
cute.
yeah,
They're pretty
so both-
big.
okay, so I'm imagining both Peggy and Melissa are in the wagon.
Yeah,
Question is if Melissa would share.
yeah. That's its own thing.
Roll for
You
shit.
either share with Peggy or you share with Puddles.
And she is down to share with Peggy over Puddles. That's for sure.
Good. That's how it should be.
Is Puddles with you all?
Is Puddles with us?
Up to Clark, I guess.
Do we have Puddles with us? Do you see?
Yeah. DC, do you want Puddles? Or do you want to leave him at Dr. Ronald's?
He seemed real happy at Dr. Ronald's. I'll leave him there at least for a bit,
Mm-hmm.
and then see how he feels between the two places.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good.
That's fair.
So while talking about rock type Pokemon and explaining to Melissa that there's some Pokemon that are literally just household objects, like a pair of keys or ice cream cone.
Not in
Hold
this
on, we're
generation.
not in this generation.
You're right. You're right.
But she
How dare you?
Yeah, I know.
she puts the seeds of doubt within our minds.
She does. Yes. Especially when Peggy explains to her that there's a pony one that's called Ponyta.
Bonita.
And Melissa doesn't
And
understand
horseradish.
what's so special about it.
Why don't you just call it Pony?
You can't because it's the Japanese translation.
Okay. I'm just gonna call it Pony.
Well,
Just
All
a
right.
horse. It's
but it's
just
a fire type. It's a fire type. Its mane is on fire.
well, that just sounds dangerous for riding. How you going to do dressage?
Well, if you check the Pokedex, it actually says that the fire on its mane does not hurt its rider, that which it cares for.
Then what's the point of the fire?
Melissa brings up a lot of good points sometimes.
I didn't think about Pokemon like I did before Melissa started talking about it.
I like
What
how
if-
we all look like Princess Mononoke. Or San. That's her name, San.
We're
We
all
look like
Pokemaniacs.
San. With
Oh, I
our
wish I had the
cloaks. I just need a spear.
I need to spit out some blood. Just stare deeply at some.
Sorry.
Imagine if just a giant wolf walked in my room and I'm like, that's fine, guys. Don't worry about it. It's a big ass white dog.
Mm-hmm.
We should do the little red marks on our faces.
Mm-hmm. And just all wear pelts all the time.
I mean, I got some red lipstick. I can make this happen.
Oh no. That is truly unfortunate.
Oh no, what happened? Oh, because Josh got all.
Yeah, we lost Josh.
Oh no!
Okay.
You're back.
He's
You're back.
Am I in the right place though?
I don't know. Let's see.
Well,
yes.
we're fixing everything. Are you in the right? Okay, good. Yes.
Okay.
Hey, it's back.
my microphone stopped working.
I know
and
this,
so
yeah.
for some reason, when I put in my other microphone, my microphone works so infrequently that I have a backup microphone at the ready. But when that happened, for some reason, it also disconnected my camera, which should have nothing to do with my microphone. But
Oh yeah, Windows is cool like that.
I noticed you tapping and stuff, so I like tried to stretch a little bit. Today's
I-
episode is
I-
like all kinds of all over the place.
I appreciated that, Vamp. I was like, this is our best episode yet.
Listen, every story needs that bottleneck episode.
Yeah. We've been
already
running
pulled
into all
out the
kinds of
key
issues today.
gravy.
Yeah.
The rest of today's episode is gonna be like, hey, remember that time?
Yeah.
And then we'll flash back. We'll put in
Four's
cuts.
stray cat
The clip
is
show.
going crazy in
VOD.
his house. We got stray cats. We got disconnecting cameras and mics, and
I just
You guys
have an
actually-
attitude.
You guys actually hear this cat here? Because she is not happy with me.
She just is sitting there.
Yeah, she's growling.
But is that a box of Raisin Bran?
No.
That sounded slightly suspect.
to the junkyard. Okay. You show up, and like always, they're sitting. This time, it's just Tristan and Keith are sitting in that like weird car seat that you guys carried over that first day, and they're kind of just like throwing rocks at a can that's like a few feet away, like people do when they're bored. And when he sees you guys walk up, it's almost like he's expecting you, and he stands up and kind of like starts to walk your way eagerly and says, "Good morning. So, did you get it?"
One ticket to the gala.
He nods his head and takes it. And what would a second cost me?
A second? What do you want a second for?
Rather not do this alone. Rather bring someone I trust.
None of us have great charm skill, huh?
I have one charm.
What's your
I have one charm as well.
what is it that ties into charm? Is it
Heart.
Mhm.
I have 3 heart and 1 charm.
I
could
have-
try.
I have 4
Same.
heart.
Yeah, you have 4 heart, and do you have any charm?
I have 1 charm and 3 heart.
I have 4 heart, 1 charm.
I have 4 luck. So maybe if Peggy does it, I can.
Shots
I can-
fired.
Reroll 6 times.
Why don't we say we want to go with you? We want to go with you. We're going to help.
Like, obviously, you can trust us. We brought you the ticket.
Yeah, we won. I was Van Helsing.
I was Dracula.
We nailed it.
Well,
He
I did
stop-
really good though.
He stops and thinks for a moment. It's not that I think you would sabotage me. More so, don't think you should get involved. At the end of the day, you kids aren't that bad. And, well, if you get in trouble for this, you could end up in jail.
I think that's why it's important that we go. Because if you show up with a bunch of kids and some kids are seen stealing whatever it is that you're trying to get back, maybe you won't get in so much trouble.
Roll your charm.
Not a bad point.
That's no successes. You know what? I'm gonna use the luck though, because
Okay.
let's do this. Every time I've done this, it hasn't worked, but it's gonna work this time. Totally, yeah.
It totally won't.
Nope.
Do
Yeah. I got exactly the same.
I think so.
it.
He.
At least you're consistent.
Mhm.
True.
I should reduce the size on this because I don't think. There we go. I don't think they were all showing up on stream. This is like so rough to crop.
Let's see.
Okay, there we go. Does
I
anybody
mean,
else want to say anything to try to like
Yeah, like
help out with this argument?
Oh yes, I will. Peggy will peep up because this is scary. Well, it's people ask questions if you show up and none of the winners show up. I mean, we made it. We hit. It made a huge hit.
Yeah,
And
I made an even bigger hit.
That's why I said we.
Yeah, but
Melissa?
I want him to know that I did a very good job.
She did do a
Especially.
good job. Especially.
And-
They'll get even more suspicious of you if it's just you and nobody else. Because, no.
Yeah.
And since all of us were there for the contest, it would make sense that we'd all show up together for the gala too.
Also, Papa says not to steal, but he also says that rich people are evil. So I feel like this falls into a morally gray area.
I would tend to agree.
I'm
not committing to that just yet.
I don't understand why you'd want to help me.
Papa says mean things about the rich, but I'm not allowed to do his swears.
So would that give... oh, yes. Oh, no. Okay, so do I roll charm now?
Yes, and you can get +2 from Melissa and Malone helping you.
Melissa.
Thank you. I'm going to roll.
Okay.
Numero uno.
He nods his head and he says,
This is a good success.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why you'd want to help me, but I can't deny that you'd probably be a pretty good diversion. And I won't be upset with you if anything goes south and you just deny any part in it. You can always just say that you were there on your own.
Looking for zombies.
He reaches out to you, Clark, seeing the envelope in your hand, and just kind of like puts his hand out expectantly.
Take out one.
Wait. Before you do that, tell us what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Since you're helping,
What we're looking for.
I might as well tell you.
You're real quiet.
Sorry.
Stop whispering. Are you old?
God damn it, Austin.
Why do you talk like that? Use your mouth. We're too young to hear your voice frequency. Oh.
He nods his head and he says, at one point, me and my family lived in that house. There was a small amount of time between it transferring from public property to private property when my family lived there. But we got pushed out before I was even born. And the Mastersons moved in instead. Everything happened really quick. All I really know about it is things that my grandma and my mom tell me. They tried to claim some weird border dispute with some of the property in the back, with where the lines had been drawn. Apparently, the house lay over it. Long story short, we lost it. But more importantly was we lost everything inside it.
And all that was legal?
Well, yeah.
They just took your whole house?
Essentially.
That's
So-
not very nice.
So what is it that you're looking to get back?
Among the things that were lost was a painting. Painting of my great-grandmother. It's not important to me, but it's really important to my mom. It's also really important to my sister.
That's so.
Apparently, she bore a great resemblance to both of them. And it's our last remaining memory of her.
How big is it?
Pretty big, which is why I intend to cut it out of the frame and roll it up.
This is like one of those. This is like that Thomas Crown affair.
Yeah.
Was that a 90s movie? I don't know. Was that a 90s movie?
I think so.
I think it was a 90s movie.
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, wait. Can you give us a second to talk, Keith?
Before you do, I have to. My family wasn't blameless.
What do you mean?
This is my dad. That's how my family got all their money. They used to run some backroom poker tables, things like that. And that's why they didn't fight it when everything happened. That's why they just let it all go. Somebody found out about the gambling that they were holding in the basement and blackmailed them with it. Said that if they didn't give up the house ASAP, we'd lose everything. He'd probably end up in jail. What he did wasn't right. I'll be the first to admit it. And it probably would have been better if he did go to jail. But the people who ended up paying that price was really my family. Money we can always make more of. But I can't buy another one of those paintings.
So the Mastersons blackmailed your family, took the house and all the stuff. And I'm guessing they wouldn't just give you the painting back if you asked for it.
I never tried to ask for it. You have to remember, I was like a kid, so young before all this happened. I think I was just a baby. It's just things I heard about years after the fact. I don't even think my dad cares about the painting, really. It's just something my mom talks about all the time. Now that her memory is leaving her, it's just wanted to give her this one last piece.
I don't know. Yeah, can you give us a second, Keith?
Yeah, think it over. And he
Cool.
reaches out to Clark once again, and he's like, do you mind if I take a look at those? I have to figure out how I'm going to get all of us in there.
Yeah. And Clark gives him all the tickets.
He like opens them and shuffles through them and kind of walks away to give you a moment.
Somebody and I'm keeping kind of an eye on him too.
Okay.
Because I mean, he sounds vulnerable, but dude runs away with our 3 tickets. We're SOL.
Yeah.
So dude, like, he knows that we have 3 tickets now, and he said the painting was important to his sister. Dude, if he brings his sister, you're dead.
He's not going to bring his sister.
However, we just have to make sure that we convince him that we need to use all 3 tickets for our group and that we need to not bring in any other people.
He said he was going to find a way for us to get in.
Yeah, but if he ends up giving one of those tickets to his sister, there's no way that she's not going to run in to Clark. And then,
Well, they don't even talk. They don't hang out with each other. This is the best way for us to get this done.
dude,
And to make sure that she doesn't end up getting involved.
that's what I'm saying. We just need to make sure that he does not bring her with.
Don't get shot.
I have to agree.
Okay. I know what we should do.
You do?
Yeah.
Does it feel like every time he says, I know what we should do, something goes terribly wrong?
Yeah. I feel like he might not know.
Maybe you should tell us before we go do it.
That's
I feel
what I was
like
gonna
God
do this
has
time. I can learn.
other plans.
I was gonna say we tell him about Maddie. Not about me and Maddie.
Oh, not that you have a crush on her?
I don't have a crush. But that we met someone who wanted the tickets and said that they wanted it for the same reasons, and that we figured out, obviously, that's your sister. So basically warning him, because what Maddie told us, told me, is that they don't talk, they don't have a good relationship, but he obviously cares about her and would never want her to be in a situation where she might get arrested.
Dude, you already brought her up, and like, he knows that you're into her.
He doesn't know that I'm into her.
He said, I didn't think you were that kind of guy. Don't mess with my sister.
No, he thought I was gonna blackmail him or something. Not that I was into her. Which okay.
But you are.
Oh, should we go tell him that you have
No.
Oh.
Look, it would basically be like a friendly warning to be like, oh, well, you should keep your sister out of this because she's interested in doing it and it's dangerous. And then he's a big brother. And big brothers go, oh, yeah, don't do that, little sister. And then
I guess you could say that we saw her at the costume contest because you already knew her, and that she brought up that she wanted to win the contest because she wanted to get in the house. But like,
exactly.
But
you're gonna get shot.
I'm not gonna get shot. We don't have to say anything more than that.
What about the zombies?
I mean, the zombies are a whole other thing.
Maybe I should say it. I feel like maybe you shouldn't say it.
Okay, that's a good idea. Yeah, I'll mess up. You go.
God.
Okay. Do you have the photographs? We could use that as proof that the company is involved in zombies.
Maybe if we convince him that it's kind of dangerous, maybe that would give him more
They had
reason.
guns. Yeah, they had guns.
Well, all right.
House.
Oh wait, no, they didn't
At
have
the
guns.
house. No. All right. That should be fine, right? All right. Oh, God.
He knows that he's dangerous. He said that
this is so complicated.
There's a fear of getting arrested. It'll just make it so that she's definitely not involved.
There you go.
Okay.
Go. And then I push.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it.
All right. All right, Keith. If we're gonna work together on this, we got to be honest with you. We have a reason to try and get into the gala too. And he like nudges Clark to get the photos because he's not carrying the photos himself.
Keith takes them from you and kind of looks at them, not quite sure what he's looking at.
So this is going to sound super bizarre, but there's some weird stuff going on, and we saw these like creatures. Almost, I don't even want to say it. They're like zombies or something in the graveyard over on the other side of town, and we think that something is going on with the power plant, and that the Mastersons could be connected to it. So whatever it is, like, we can go in there and help you get the painting, but we're also trying to what was the name of the company that we found out about
Yeah, the name of the power
from last episode?
The Umbrella Corporation.
Oh,
Welcome
well,
to
we found about
Raccoon City.
the company that ran
What was
the
it?
fair.
Silverton
Yeah.
LLC.
Yeah, that was Silverton.
There you go.
Yeah.
hmm
So have you ever heard of Silverton? Does that name sound familiar to you?
He nods. I don't know about zombies or anything like that, but I have heard of Silverton. You see their logo in a lot of different places. I looked into this whole thing after talking to my mom about losing the house. And if I remember correctly, Silverton and the Mastersons work together a lot, and that's the company they went through to sort of strong arm us out of our own property. Apparently, from the reason we were told, the reason the Mastersons wanted the house so badly was because something about, like, they found something valuable underneath the property or on the property. I'm not sure where.
Zombie oil.
Broccoli cheese.
I don't know about zombies, but
Or broccoli cheese.
let's just say I wouldn't be surprised if they found coal or oil or something under there. I mean, they've cordoned off half the yard. You can't even see it.
We have
Alright.
to go.
We gotta.
You think they're related to zombies somehow?
There's something isn't right with them. I mean, like, why would they take your whole family's house? Otherwise, like, they could have they could have just bought it, but or tried to, but it seems like they were interested in keeping it kind of on the low. Something's not right.
Do we have the other pictures on us, or did we leave that with Dr. Robbie?
Probably leave it with him.
Yeah, I think it went on his crazy.
On the board,
Murder
on the
board.
bird law board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, Keith, I know this sounds super wild, but we actually did run into zombies.
They're real.
We were at the graveyard because Dr. Robbie wanted to send us to take some pictures of a Sasquatch. And it turns out that the nuclear power plant company, they had put a bunch of bodies inside these really big caskets, and we opened them up so we could take a picture of the Sasquatch, and it was actually just like people in those like hazmat suits. And even you can ask the gravekeeper, he ended up shooting them because they kept coming at us, and when he shot them, they didn't go down, and we had to rescue him from the guys in these pictures because they were interrogating him and they wouldn't let him go.
I ran really fast. I was like, couldn't catch me. Neither could the zombies.
I know this all sounds ridiculous, and honestly, like you don't even have to believe this. Just all I'm saying is like this could end up being kind of dangerous, and like taking the painting, I'm sure that could make somebody upset, but like there's something else going on there, and I just want to make sure we're all safe. So like if we can take, I just think we need to come up with a plan and just make sure that the 5 of us know, like, that we have a way to make sure that everybody is safe, and that if you decide you don't want to stick around, that's fine. But like that's got to be it. We did hear from when we were at the costume contest. We saw your sister there. And she said that she was talking about why she wanted to win the contest, and it sounds like maybe she had the same idea you did. Did you two talk about that at all?
No. My mom, she had us. She had us when she was a little bit older, and so she's older than you might expect. And these past few years, sometimes when she wakes up, she doesn't know what year it is. She's been talking about this painting more and more and more. That might have been why Maddie got the idea in her head, but I don't want her involved. And in fact, if you beating her stopped her from doing it, then I guess I owe you one.
Oh, well, all right. Well,
This is robbery. Make no mistake about it. That property does not legally belong to me. But I'm going to take it back.
That's punk justice.
That is punk justice.
Oh, yeah.
But I also
Eat the
think you
rich.
guys should be careful. This power company is ironically very powerful. It's like Galt's only export.
All right. Well,
They keep the whole city afloat.
It's also going to get everyone killed.
If
Yeah, but
This
also
is-
sparing their own.
Like-
if you're not just messing with me, then yeah, this is to blow up in all of our faces. It's just you might be in more danger than I am.
And Malone starts getting this like kind of smile on his face, and he's like, a corrupt company that's threatening the lives of its citizens and taking like and stealing things from people, like, you know, this is what heroes do. Like this is exactly what we're supposed to be doing. Like, no, we're gonna do this. This is punk justice, whatever. Nobody else is gonna protect this town. We've got to do it.
Science has gone awry.
Roll your, is it insight or the one that's under charm, like the compassion one?
Lead?
No.
Oh, comprehend?
No.
Contact? Charm? Investigate? Comprehend?
Force.
Empathize?
Empathize.
Hey.
I like how I'm like, the other one. No, the other one.
Just read your whole character sheet.
Oh my god!
Oh, the hero is summoned.
This
Wow.
this changes things. Okay.
Oh my god.
Wow!
So
Feel what I feel. Mind meld.
Jeez.
So Josh has now officially made up for all of his roles throughout like this entire 8 episode saga.
So happy.
You say this and Keith nods. He's like, "You're right. I haven't done much with my life, but those people suck. And I'm going to help you take them down. I was in it just for the painting, but if they did this to my mom, who knows what they did to other people? Like, yeah, sure. Maybe my dad was an asshole who evaded taxes and did things illegally, but he never hurt anybody. At least I don't think so. These guys are different. For them, it's not about money. It's about power. It's about control. You're right. They could have just tried to buy my house, but they probably knew we wouldn't sell, so they took it from us. We're going to take it back. It's about more than a painting. We're taking this town back from them.
Punk justice.
Punk fucking justice.
Oh,
Oh. Sometimes, okay, when you become a teenager, you can say one curse word a day. That's what my parents said to me. So you got to ask your dad later.
Well then.
Remind me to cover her ears next
Do
time.
not tell her
Right.
to ask her dad that.
Do
That's
not-
a terrible idea.
Don't-
That is such a terrible idea.
Melissa
Never
just getting
tell your dad I
removed
said
from the
Ask your
party.
dad.
Clark said fuck. Is that okay?
Clark said I could say fuck once a day. Your dad's gonna freak out.
Oh my god.
Such a bad idea.
Oh Lord.
Hey, Papa, why are you grabbing your shotgun?
That sounds like a great time for a break.
We're about an hour in.
I say so.
So when we come back, we will zone in on the Masterson house. And from there, I think that's it. We'll continue on. We have to figure out how you're going to get all of you in, though. That's the thing.
I have an
Oh.
idea.
I do too.
Me this time, not Clark.
You as a player.
Yes.
All right.
My adult brain.